So what is polymers? So a polymer is a substance or material consisting of very large molecules called macromolecules composed of many repeating subunits. Due to their broad spectrum and properties, both synthetic and natural polymers play essential and ubiquitous roles in everyday life. And also, polymers range from familiar synthetic plastics such as polystyrene to natural biopolymers such as DNA and proteins that are fundamental to biological structure and functions. So these are the examples of polymers: Teflon, rubber, plastic, polyester, sugarcane, DNA, RNA, and wool.
Clarification of polymer. What is clarification of polymer? Polymer are large molecules composed of repeating structural units, typically connected by covalent chemical bonds. These repeating units, known as monomers, link together to form long chain or network. Polymer can be natural like protein and DNA, or a synthetic like plastic. They have a wide range of application in various industries due to their versatile property, such as flexibility, durability, and movability.
Let's talk about the classification of polymers. Polymers are large molecules composed of repeating structural units known as monomers. They can be classified based on their structure, source, or properties. So now, let's go to classification of polymers based on structure. This category has the following classifications. First is the linear polymers. The structure of polymers containing long and straight chain falls into this category. Polyvinyl chloride is largely used for making pipes, and an electric cable is an example of linear polymers. Branch chain polymers. When linear chain of polymers form branches, then such polymers are categorized as branch chain polymers. For example, the low-density polythene. Cross-linked polymers. They are composed of bifunctional and trifunctional monomers. They have a stronger covalent bond in comparison to other linear polymers. Bicalite and melamine are examples of cross-linked polymers. So now, let's talk about the classification based on source. Synthetic polymers. These are man-made polymers produced through chemical reaction, such as polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, and polystyrene. Natural polymers. These are polymers that occur in nature, such as cellulose, starch, and protein.
Properties of polymers. Number 1. Mechanical properties. Strength. The ability of a polymer to withstand stress without breaking. Flexibility. The degree to which a polymer can be bent or stretched without breaking. Toughness. The ability of a polymer to absorb energy and deform without breaking. Hardness. The resistance of polymer to indentations or scratching. Number 2. Thermal properties. Melting point. The temperature at which a polymer changes from a solid to a liquid. Glass transition temperature. The temperature at which an amorphous polymer transitions from a hard, glassy state to a rubbery state. Number 3. Chemical properties. Resistant to chemicals. The ability of polymer to withstand exposure to various chemicals without degrading. Reactivity. Some polymers are chemically reactive and can be easily modified or functionalized. Number 4. Electrical properties. Insulation. Polymers can be good insulators of electricity, making them useful in electrical applications. conductivity, some polymers can conduct electricity, making them suitable for applications such as electronic devices. Number 5. Optical properties. Transparency. Some polymers are transparent, allowing light to pass through, while others are opaque. Color. Polymers can be easily colored by dye, providing a wide range of aesthetic options.
What is copolymerization? Copolymerization is a process in which two or more different monomers are combined to form a polymer. Monomers are small molecules that can react with each other to form a long chain or networks known as polymers. In copolymerization, the resulting polymers contain repeating units from different monomers. Copolymers is type of polymers. Polymer, a large molecule that's formed from the joining together of many repeating subunits called monomers. What makes copolymers distinct that these repeating subunits are different from one another? There are three common types of copolymers. The first type is called a block polymer. These polymers form when two larger chains are linked together. One chain consists of set monomer subunits, and the other chains consist of different of monomer subunits. The way to think of this copolymer is as the linking of two different homopolymers. Now I know you may wondering, wait a minute, we have polymers, copolymers, and now homopolymer. Why picks homo just means same or identical? Those are homopolymer is composed of monomer. The subunits are identical or the same with a block polymer. Imagine that you have one homopolymer chain in your right hand. When you link both of these together, a block copolymer is created. The second type is a random copolymer. A random copolymer is formed when monomer subunits are linked together in a random order. Think of taking several moments tossing them in the air and watching them land on the ground. Wherever those monomers land, when linked together, they will form a unique randomized chain. Last but not least is a third type called an alternate copolymer. Alternate copolymers are composed of monomers that link in alternating way to form a polymer chain. Now that we can properly define each type of copolymer, let's look at their structures. Because a copolymer can exist in three different types, we'll categorize the structure of copolymers on the basis of block copolymer, random copolymer, alternate copolymer. Can you spot the difference between each type of copolymers? Let's first look at the block polymer. Remember that we stated that a block copolymer involves taking homopolymers and linking them together, as you can see. The sequence of homopolymer A orange links with the sequence of homopolymer B blue to form one large chain called a block copolymer. You can also see the structure of a random copolymer. The monomer subunits A and B are randomly linked together. There is no formal arrangement of placing these subunits like there is the alternate copolymer structure.
So I'm going to tackle about the condensation of polymers. So what is the condensation of polymers about? So it is a chemical process where monomers join together, releasing a small molecule like water. This reaction forms longer chains called polymers. It occurs through the reaction between the functional groups of the monomers, such as the hydroxyl and carboxyl groups. The condensation reaction involves the loss of a small molecule, leading to the formation of covalent bond between the monomers. This process is commonly used in the production of materials like plastics, fibers, and resins. So here are some examples of natural condensation polymers, including the cellulose, starch, polypeptide chains, proteins. So what is the meaning of the cellulose? Cellulose is a complex carbohydrate found in the cell of plants, providing structural support and rigidity. Starch. Starch is a plant-based carbohydrate used for energy storage and is broken down into glucose during the digestion. Polypeptide. Polypeptide chains are amino acid chains that form proteins determining their structure and function in biological processes. Several synthetic condensation polymers discussed including the nylon, Kevlar, polyester, bakelite, and more. Nylon is a synthetic polymer made from condensation polymerization used in textiles and other applications for its strength and durability. Kevlar is a strong heat-resistant synthetic fiber used in body armor, bulletproof vests, and other protective applications. Polyester is a synthetic polymer used in clothing and various household items due to its strength, resistant, and moisture wrinkle properties. Bakelite is similar to a type of early plastic material used in the production of various consumer goods and electrical insulators.
Biopolymers. Think of them as eco-friendly materials made from nature. They're like superheroes in sustainability, helping us make greener choices. So, buckle up as we discover how these cool biopolymers are shaping a more earth-friendly future. And here are a few examples of biopolymers. Proteins. Proteins are large, complex molecules composed of amino acid chains. They play crucial roles in the structure, function, and regulation of cells and tissues. Examples include enzymes, antibodies, and structural proteins like collagen. Nucleic acids or DNA and RNA. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA or ribonucleic acid are genetic biopolymers. DNA stores genetic information, while RNA helps in protein synthesis. Both consist of nucleotide chains. Polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are long chains of sugar molecules. Examples include cellulose, which forms plant cell walls, and glycogen, a storage form of energy in animals, starch in plants, and chitin in the exoskeletons of arthropods are also polysaccharides. Lipids. Lipids are diverse biopolymers that include triglycerides or fats, phospholipids or cell membrane components, and steroids or hormones. They serve as energy storage, structural components, and signaling molecules. Peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan is a biopolymer found in bacterial cell walls. It consists of sugar chains cross-linked by short peptides, providing structural support and protection to the bacterial cell. Hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a biopolymer found in connective tissues, joints, and skin. It contributes to tissue hydration and lubrication, and its derivatives are used in skincare and medical applications. And so, the importance of coal biopolymers lies in their potential to address environmental concerns associated with conventional plastics. By being sourced from renewable materials and exhibiting biodegradability, they reduce the environmental impact of plastic waste. This shift promotes sustainability, mitigates pollution, and supports a more earth-friendly future, aligning with global efforts towards a greener and more responsible approach to materials and manufacturing. These biopolymers showcase the diversity of macromolecules in living organisms, each serving specific functions vital for life processes.
And I'm going to discuss to you the application and importance of the biopolymers. Natural polymers, or also known as biopolymers, are polymers that are produced by living organisms. They are generally polymers of starch. They are renewable. They are composed of plant material which can be grown easily. These polymers would create a viable industry as these plant materials are derived from non-food crops. Biopolymers have unique properties and are an abundant material.
due to their unique properties and structures. Biopolymers find their application in many places. Biopolymers are widely used in the biochemical field due to the properties like degradable and non-toxic. Biocompatible properties, they are used in tissue engineering, pharmaceutical industry, medicine, and drug delivery. Biopolymers have become an essential part of our daily life. Having its numerous advantages, it finds its use in every field. On the other side, these polymer products account for approximately 150 million tons of non-biodegradable waste every year. Such waste leads to various problems including pollution, soil erosion, and other environmental problems. In order to overcome these biopolymers have been found to replace the synthetic polymers as they are degradable by microbes after its purpose, thereby making the environment clean and safe. Thank you.